Hey guys, it's Jonah back here with another beer review, and this one's another from the Guinness series. I've really been looking forward to this one. It sounds pretty good. I've heard some good things about it as well. This is the Guinness, I'll put it over at the side so you can see my beautiful visage. It's the Guinness West Indies Porter. And this bad boy comes in at 6%. Let's have a look at the bottle. It's odd, it's quite kind of classic-y, but not a Guinness classic. Does that make sense? It's weird. No neck chief, nice little stubby bottle, but we do have fantastic cap on there, which again is slightly different from the normal Guinness cap. And on the back it says, with origins in the 1801 entry in our brewer's diary, Guinness West Indies Porter is complex yet mellow, hoppy, with notes of toffee and chocolate. Well, we'll see, won't we? I quite like that bottle. It looks nice. Bit retro, with a bit of a contemporary thing going on. Covers all the bases there, don't I? Boom. Not too much smoke, which is good. Oh, roast, man, roasty. Let's get this bad boy into a pour. I'm not going to worry about the old proper 2 minutes or just shy of 2 minutes on the pour. Not too worried about that. Maybe get a tiny bit of head. Boom. It's a 500 again. Look at that. Lovely, lovely jubbly. It's the black stuff. Come on. Can you see the bubbles racing up there, man? Otherwise, it's perfecto. Look at the head. We've got a good finger's head, and that was quite a gentle pour from me. It hasn't been in the fridge because I want to experience the whole of this beer. Oh, I'm getting roastness. I'm getting roastiness. Look at that. It's not quite white. Can you see that? It's cream. For those of you that think Guinness has a white head, no. Look at that, black, but not fully black. I can just see a reddish hue to this beer. I don't know if you guys can see. Probably you won't be able to see, but look at that. Carbonation is racing away, man. It's unbelievable carbonation. Cool. Now, I believe somebody told me somewhere that this particular porter from Guinness has had extra hops put in there. God knows what hops they use in Guinness, but this one's been extra hopped. Let's see if we can pull something out of there. Oh, roasty, man, roasty. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, bitter. Bitter up front, but it's like a bitter chocolate. A dark chocolate, like a Montezuma or something. A little bit creamy, but not as creamy as I thought, to be honest. There are other Guinness varieties out there which are very, very creamy. I'm thinking the original. I'm not actually thinking the draft. That has definitely got a bitter taste. Whether it's coming from the hops, I'm not so sure. I think it's coming from the dark roasted malts, black malt, the real dark roasty malts, that kind of stuff. Maybe a hint of chocolate malt in there. Maybe that's where the sweetness is coming from. Very interesting. Just up front, before that bitterness hits, I'm getting coffee as well. And on the lips as well, I'm getting that kind of bitter, well, maybe not coffee, it's that bitter chocolate, bitter coffee, kind of espresso kind of thing going on. Ooh. On the belch, not too bad either. As we all know, you have to belch to truly appreciate a beer. Look at that, that is properly dark. I'm liking this. On the aroma, something else there. Now, usually people would say, caramel or something like that. That's not the case with this. This is more like a toffee. It's more like a chewy kind of toffee or treacle, you know, that kind of thing. It's that dark sort of chewy sweets that you used to get, and your fillings would be pulled out by this kind of sweetness and stickiness. It's not a thick beer though. This is the weird thing. It tastes like tar, like treacle, that dark kind of stuff. But the consistency in your mouth and when you're drinking is almost watery. It's very odd. It's got a very strong taste, but there's no actual substance there. So if you do this, I mean, I have got some lacing on the glass, but it you know, if you've got one of those kind of borderline thick ones, oily ones, it kind of almost sticks on the edge of the glass. That is not what's happening with this. This is running down the side of the glass. It's not sticking on. We do have that carbonation. And that carbonation bubbles up in your mouth, coating your mouth, instead of with the oil. It's coating it with a sort of bubbles, with an effervescence. That is what this beer is missing, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's a very good, nice example of the porter style. However, for me, it's not oily enough. It doesn't coat your mouth. It doesn't stick on. It's a tiny bit too watery. Now, I'm not saying that Guinness themselves have backwatered it. Holy God, this is 6% ABV. If they backwatered this bad boy, my God, what would it have been like in its original form? I have no idea. Just holding back a little bit from the glass, because from the bottle, I mean, because that head was fast spouting up, and I was worried that I wouldn't get it all in the glass. It's an interesting one, this. If you like your dark roastiness, if you like your espresso coffee, if you like your dark chocolate, if you like bitterness, this is definitely one for you. And at 6%, you can have a couple of these and be a bit wibbly, to say the least. Supermarket chains, such as Tesco's, which is where I picked this bad boy up from, are doing these for £1.25 each, which I think is quite a bargain for a 6% beer. I think that's, yeah, that's not too bad at all. I believe you can get them in Asda as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to drink this in the video. That's a shame. I usually manage to neck the whole thing. It would be a waste to do that on this beer. It's far too bitter, far too much to savour. It's a dark place that you need to go into in the proverbial darkened room. You don't have to go into a darkened room with this, but that's kind of what happens to your brain. It becomes befuddled. Anyway, this has been Unclejona, reviewing another Guinness beer for you. This one, I personally don't know if I'd get this one again. There are other ones that are much better, in my opinion. However, a 6.0 ABV beer from Guinness, that's not the proper one, I think it's worth seeking out if you fancy a change. If you're a Guinness aficionado, go and check that one out, see what you think, and put a comment down below. While you're commenting, make sure you click like and subscribe, because if you don't click subscribe, you won't see more beer reviews from me. This has been Unclejona. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you real soon for more beer reviews. Shalom. Fucking hell.